We've got 3 Resident Evil diehards here. We just rolled credits on Requiem, some of us more than once, and we've got a lot to say about it. Let's get into it.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this review, let's just talk some first impressions, some feelings overall. How'd you feel about this game?
Couldn't put it down.
Couldn't put it down, he says. How do you feel about this game?
Yeah, pretty much couldn't put it down. Man, that Rhodes care facility is just... That's good stuff.
Peak!
It's good stuff. It looks really great. I mean, I'm just playing on a base PS5, but game looks phenomenal. And it just starts off very strong. I think you start off as Grace, and whoever is the voice actor for Grace did a wonderful job. I love the nervous stutter that it starts to be a little much at times. Starts to sound like
too much.
Starts to sound like Morty a little bit, but
oh jeez.
but yeah. Oh, definitely a nice welcome change to just having a little bit more visceral reaction to the scary things that happen in Resident Evil games, and getting that acted out so well is definitely good. Definitely a welcome change.
What about you?
I'd say this game was out the gate fantastic, but it's got such a big fat ass that it caused some like painful balance issues in the second half that just dragged that fat ass for so long that it turned things from like sweet to sour for me.
I was holding out on that, but yeah, let's talk about the beginning of the game.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. So right out the rip, I thought this game was the total package. I loved that Chicago-y.
Yeah, it's got a good grounded feel.
Reminded me of like Arkham Knight almost.
Yeah, and like to Andy's point, I do really enjoy Grace because I think she's the perfected version of what they were going for with Ethan. The thing with Ethan was they wanted him to be like a normal person, right? He's not Chris. He doesn't punch zombies in the face. He's not Leon.
Thank God.
Just like, suave and taking everybody out. He's a normal person. But they went so hard with that he had absolutely no personality. But with Grace, she is her own person.
Yeah.
You're playing as Grace, but she's like just capable enough because like she's not like Stars, No. But she is
like a new FBI
She is
agent,
FBI.
So she was trained in some capacity, you could assume, right?
Right, but she's like desk investigator FBI. She's not like a field
I love how
agent,
they set it
right?
up too. Because she's like you said, she's stuttering, she's nervous.
Yeah.
Her desk and her office reflect that.
Totally.
It's a fucking mess.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like that she was like capable enough. She's an FBI like agent, but she's a very normal person. She's anxious, she stutters, she gets scared. She's not like a real experienced field agent. So you get my point. I've said enough.
What a beautiful game though. And
it does look great.
Going from that raining city where, I literally wanted to go into one of those cafes. That's a vibe. Right into, dank hallways, into an abandoned building. I've got an OLED. Those blacks were like super deep.
Dude, the lighting in this game.
Oh, it's
wild.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, like the lights off the reflections of like the windowed storefronts were just like, it was good shit. Like, you can tell like
really dialed in, yeah.
Really dialed in, but you can only stand on one side of the street. So it's like, it's obviously very simple for them to be able to pull something off like that.
Yeah, it's setting a vibe.
Yeah,
and it does
really
a great job in that regard. But yeah, when you get into the building though, and it's flashlight mode, and you see like the forensic markers on the ground, dude, unbelievable. And they're starting to set up a few jump scares, when you go into that bathroom, you come back out and the bucket just rolls into the frame. Scared the shit out of me. And I'm like, all right, dude, here we go.
It was good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's great stuff. It's set up really well.
They had and I was glad they only had a couple of those dumb moments that they love doing in 7, where it was just like, hey, look in there. Go, hey, click the X button, look in that thing. And it's just like, why are you going to make me look in that? I know it's not going to be, and it's just like maggots and stuff. And it's like, why?
Rotten food with maggots all over it.
Indeterminate gore.
But because like 7 loved making you just like open a pot just so you could like look at
that
it.
kitchen
And
was
stuff. And it's like, it's just like, why are you doing that? Ugh. But luckily I thought this game was going to keep doing that because like very early it's like, hey, look in the bathroom stall. And I was like, why am I going to look in the bathroom stall? Oh, yep. It's gross. Thanks. Yeah. But they only did it twice. They did it then, and then I think in the kitchen, you can like open the fridge or freezer or something. It's like, oh, gross.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm like, all right, cool. We're done with that.
But it very quickly gets going. And I love how stylish this game is as well. when it comes to like UI and the snappiness of the menus.
This is so snappy. There was some like big like quality of life improvement in there of just like how speedy the menus were and with the files. And like it would even, if you were at a safe and you were like, oh, what was that safe code? I know I found that note. You hit the menu button and it would just be like this note.
To have the memo right there. If you press triangle from the safe.
That's the note you're looking for.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's
such
nice
a
because
small
it's like
adjustment.
you know it's in there and you gotta like flip through the files and it's
Yeah.
like no, that's what you're looking for.
I guess I didn't notice that. Alan Wake 2 was doing that. And I thought it was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's nice.
So it felt like a nice progression.
It's
from that.
the
'Cause
way. It's the way.
I had just finished Alan Wake 2 before this game came out for the first time. And that game was very, very good. Very, very good.
It's on my list.
Yeah, UI, menus, everything great. The HUD, on the other hand, getting a little sick of this HUD by Capcom, to be honest. Getting a little sick of this health wheel. It's looking a little dated. I feel like they need to class the joint up a little bit. And I feel like, although I love Capcom, they just kind of stuck with that Resident Evil OG 4 dial that just hasn't changed.
Yeah,
Still there.
Yeah, I think what you're getting at is like they didn't approach it in a creative way. They were just like, here's your health wheel.
And I think they should have. I think they could have.
Right.
And
like they could have put more thought into it.
very,
instead of
very
just
small
being like,
complaint. But
yeah,
if we're
here's
talking about
your-
the HUD and the UI, I feel like that needs to be mentioned where it's like when you got like a 20-year-old game like Dead Space where you have no HUD and like everything is
okay.
shown to you
All
like
right. I see what you're
in
saying
a cool
now.
way on
Yeah,
screen.
organic,
It's just like,
yeah.
dude, every game should be fucking doing that at this point, right?
Right,
Like it's
yeah.
incredible. Very small complaint. It shows me what I need to know, and that's really what more can you ask for, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Without
no,
being
I
too
get-
nitpicky.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. Like it works, but they could have been more creative about it.
Give it some jazz.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that horse in the care facility,
Oh, dude.
I could have told that
Scared
horse.
the living
I would have
shit out
bet
of
my
me.
year's salary that something was gonna happen with that fucking horse in that hallway.
At the end of the hall?
When the light first comes on, it looks like there's something
that
there.
That thing was messed up.
Yeah, I was
Just
like,
a statue,
I was like, something's
but-
gonna mess with me
Yeah,
with that,
like-
and it didn't. And I was like, I'm kind of glad that it didn't. It just kept you on edge the whole time with no payoff, and it's just like,
Yeah, it looked menacing. Yeah.
yeah,
That room, it was a harmless room, but you needed the lighter to go in there, and there was that children's storybook about the creature in the dark.
Yeah.
dude, bring it back to Alan Wake 2, dude.
Oh my god.
Alan Wake is all about light and dark, and monsters can only get you if you're in the dark. If you're in the light, you're safe. So I'm coming right off of that, and I'm like, I feel right at home. I'm just like, I need to run to areas with light, and it was just fucking great, dude. Oh my god, the atmosphere in that care facility is just so awesome.
Yeah.
Just that blue. It's just like, it's very unique, just that color. Like I hadn't been in an area like in any game that's just like that aesthetic and that color palette, and it was just like very refreshing.
Yeah, it literally is that like clinical blue, but put it in a
not like
horror sense,
Yeah.
it becomes fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but not like white or like rust and blood red, which is what you see in other hospital versions of Resident Evil and Silent Hill and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's just very clean and a nice, happy blue that's not really happy anymore. And it's just, oh man, that dichotomy of like the clinical and clean part, and then the disgusting nature of the girl and Chunk. I don't know. I feel like that area just played, the juxtaposition just played so well together
It did. It did.
that. What happened to this game, dude?
All right, let's not leave the hospital yet.
I know.
Because this was
Still in
like
the care
some of
center.
the greatest Resident Evil I've ever experienced.
Awesome. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Except for how slow she fucking moves.
Dude,
I understand. I understand the tension of having to move slow and feeling helpless, and you having to mimic like the tank controls of yesteryear, right?
yeah.
But she moves too fucking slow. It's too slow.
Dude, and the difference between her walk and her run is so minimal that it's confusing, and I don't know if I've like turned run on.
I kept juggling because
Yeah,
I
I
was
could be like,
eh.
am I running? Am I running?
yeah.
Like, oh, what the heck? And it's even more noticeable when she's in third person mode and her like dumpy ass run is just kind of like swaying.
I do have to give them credit where like I did look this up because I didn't play third person Grace at all. So I watched some people play. Like, apparently when you are Grace in third person, she does move faster a little bit, but they make up for it is that she stumbles when she's running. So like she's able to get like a head start and move a little faster, but then trips and like falls when she's scared and running.
Interesting.
Which I think that's a very cool touch where it's just like, if you're too scared to be in first person, you move a little faster, but then they're still going to get you with the like, well, you ain't getting away that easy. So I think that's a really cool touch.
Genius.
Yeah, I didn't notice that because I played her in first person for like her whole segment, and then in the second half, when like you play as Leon and then you come back to Grace, I put it in third person because I was like, let's go, let's get this going.
How did you feel about the hospital?
The care center is perfect, dude. The care center is like what Resident Evil is all about. Like they found a way to like, you know, nod back to like the greatness of like RE1 and 2 and like the mansion and the PD or whatnot. Cause you're like, you know, you have like limited places to go. You got to figure out how to unlock other rooms to get farther. And like, you know, it's tight quarters. And like they also hit the balance of just like how much they give Grace. She's very low on ammo most of the time. So it's like, you got to pick and choose or you need to run away. Which like, when I play Resident Evils like this, I always have to like reset my mind and be like, oh, I'm playing a Resident Evil. Like you have to run away sometimes. Cause like coming off of other games, I'm just like, all right, let's kill zombies. And then you get in there and I'm like, I have 2 bullets and there's 12 zombies. Like, what, like, do you want me to play your game? And I get like frustrated. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? And then I'm like, it's Resident Evil.
You'll get more bullets
away.
And you'll take care of them at a different time.
I was like, you got to pick and choose, run away, try to be stealthy. And then like, you know, then I settle into it and I'm like, this is great. So I thought it had an awesome balance of that, of just like when to run away, you know, pick and choose who you're going to take down. They don't stay down either. So like you always got to be, even the areas you cleared, you're like, still the one might get up or something or
Classic.
turn into the blister heads, right?
Classic.
Which just, you know, raises that tension. So I thought it was, I thought all that was excellent.
Especially when they start, you end up reading some file, right? Where it says that some of these people have kept their quirks and personality after they've died.
This is part of what makes the medical facility so good.
And
Yeah, that
dude, I was a pig in shit. Like the singer, my favorite one was the woman who was obsessed with cleaning.
Yeah, the
in that
maid
little
that's-
like cafeteria area, I guess,
Yeah.
a little waiting
screaming
room.
like it won't come out.
And like she wasn't paying attention to me at all. Like I walked around her 100 times, and she's just like, they need to clean. They need to clean. And the guy was obsessed with turning the lights off. I was just like,
and the chef,
dude, they all have personalities, and I was just like, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
wasn't it so BioShock?
It was awesome. It was so awesome because it just felt like you had to approach things differently. It felt like there was a lot of care put into this area. And man, dude.
Yeah, no, that was a great touch. So give them like little quirks and personality, because it also just, I think it heightened the like fear factor, because it made it feel more real of like how people might still retain
it felt like a
some of
lived
them.
in like real place.
Yeah, and like how if you knew somebody that turned into a zombie, they might still retain some sort of self, but they're just, you know, far gone. They're
especially
undead.
when the singer
And it's
catches
like,
you.
it was creepy.
There's 2 singers. There's one that's in like the little like the bar area with like the grand piano,
balcony
and stuff.
bar.
Yeah, which is a cool area, dude. Everything looks
For
fucking
sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's one just like in this room, and then when she sees you when you turn the corner, she sings really loud, and all the glass breaks, and then just like wakes everybody up, and it's just chaos,
Yeah.
and it's so awesome.
Yeah, some great sequences in the care center.
But it's so sick too, because now there's this system where Grace collects blood from fallen zombies.
I loved it.
So it's a good loop
Yeah.
of it's encouraging you to be aggressive to make more ammo. The loop is great.
Then it marks it on your map, these blood piles that like you have to
Yeah.
go back into areas which don't really have anything else, just because like, well, I need to get all the blood and I need to make use of all of this blood.
Yeah.
And I did. I didn't leave any blood pile behind.
I made so many of those. I made so many of those hemolytic injectors because it was just Blade, the movie. You know, in
Yeah, they
the
do
end of Blade where he
explode, yeah.
modifies his serum and they all just bubble up and explode. I'm like, dude, Come on, this is perfect.
No, that was awesome.
I was all handgun ammo, dude. That's how I play Resident Evil games. I'm just handgun.
Yep.
Give me all the handgun bullets. I'm picking up other ammo. It's getting sold, dude. It's all handgun bullets all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, like so that I think that feature like is an awesome layer of strategy and stuff to add to it. I love the formula of it. I just wish that they had put a little more thought into it because it makes no sense.
No, it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like I'm collecting blood and then I'm turning them into bullets.
I know,
Like, how am I
but-
making stuff out of blood?
Just put it on the shelf.
No, well,
though.
yeah, that's what you have to do is
here
just
in-
ignore it and use the feature that it is, which is awesome because, like, yeah, you kill enemies, you can collect, get blood from them, collect it. It makes an awesome loop as to, like, deciding how to use the blood and, like, what to turn it into at that moment in time. It was just the fact that, like, you were making like weird shit with it that didn't make any sense.
But you could say the same thing about like zombie hospital patients. You kill them and they drop handgun bullets. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's weird.
Suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, it's something
kind of
you just
thing.
have to like.
But that one's
take,
so
but-
far out there that just like, and it's funny because without getting too far ahead, I embrace the absurdity that is Resident Evil when it wants to be absurd. But I feel like this game tries its best to not be absurd. Like it tries to be really serious, but like then it has shit like that, which is just like, oh, it's in Resident Evil 4, you can just be like, it's just Resident Evil. You have a fucking casino where you can play mini games and like put little charms on your guns.
Don't worry
and it's
about
all
it.
fine because everything's bullshit and it's all crazy and all weird.
Yeah.
But this game is like, oh, we got none of that weird shit. But we still have shit that doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Yeah, I just thought they could have like baked that one a little longer. But like, how can we make this make sense?
Which I'll get
Instead of
into
just,
more of that a little
infusing
later,
blood into things. One knock against this game is I felt like it didn't have enough enemy variety. It felt like you were just kind of fighting like standard zombies.
Every enemy in the care facility, contained in that facility, there's so much variety there. There only. So like I was expecting like once you leave this place, we're gonna get all sorts of shit. And we don't get all sorts of shit.
No.
I feel like everyone loved Lady in Resident Evil 8. Because like what's not to love about the lady? The big lady. We like big lady. Big things towering over you, crouching under door. Like that's just creepy, right?
Yeah.
So they're just like the two things that follow you in there are things that can't fit through doors normally. And I fucking loved it. Like I like the girl. She looks all grotesque and shit. Chunk is just like fucking squeezing, forcing his way through door jams.
Dude,
and it's so fucking
I gotta
cool,
say,
dude.
both of those had like two of the strongest entrances in the Resident Evil series.
Yeah.
Like, because like the girl, you were not expecting the girl. Like
Not
you
at
were
all.
very alone in that area, and
Yeah.
like nothing was happening. And then
hand just comes in the shot.
Giant, like it was so cinematic.
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
like that hand's way too big. That's like not an okay hand.
At this point, I was like, at the beginning of the game, I told you, I was like, I'm soaking in everything. I'm looking at every wall, everything, just like
100%.
soaking in like the atmosphere of it. So when you finally get into the care facility, that you have to get like a fuse to the box or whatever. Oh my God. And you start finding out the girl, she travels through like the ceilings and stuff.
Yeah.
In that room, there's a hole in the ceiling.
Right above the
I was
fuse,
like,
yes.
And I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen here. Like, I'm going to get a fuse. I'm going to put it in here. And then she's going to come right through that.
Dude, that's exactly what happened to me. I didn't know there was a hole right up there.
I knew it was.
until
I was
she
like-
came after me.
I was like, nope, I ain't falling.
No,
for
I
that.
didn't notice it. I didn't notice it, man. I got the screwdriver, I got the fuse, and then I think I just left the game idle for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe like Yuki was taking my attention or something. And then I just got like absolutely shithoused by her. And I was like, whoa.
Oh, you got Genichi Road.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you got Genichi Road. When I got Genichi Road, I thought I won, didn't win.
Dude, it was so scary.
Yeah, no, it was great. And then Chunk also has an even more in-your-face entrance of just like you're just like, oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna
I
like,
forgot. Right on
what's
top of
down
the
this
stairs?
way, and you're just like Chunk, like, so
Just breaks
good.
apart every wall. And you're just
Dude,
like, holy
yeah, and you
shit.
immediately just have to turn and run. You're like, what do I do with that?
Oh, yeah. I just ran downstairs. I'm like,
That same. I was like, I'm out.
dude, I was Sean Pollan, dude. I was like, just give me the light. Dude, I was like, I need to find the light, dude.
But yeah, and then then he's everywhere in there, which is awesome, and it's such a small, tight little area, so you got to kite
Especially
him around
for
a
him, am
bit.
I right?
Hey.
Dude, I literally stuck hemolytic injectors in his ass. It was
you could do
glorious.
that?
Yeah, totally can.
No
Yeah,
shit.
you can.
He
kill
needs
him,
he
but I
needs
did-
3. If you're Grace, he needs 3 of them. It's
Yeah,
a
I did- I
hefty
didn't-
price to pay.
Yeah, I didn't bother because I was like, I don't want to spend the resources, and like he's easy enough to get around. It's not like he's not.
I had a couple of those injectors, but I used them as like if I got grabbed by a blister head.
Gotcha.
I
Oh,
wasn't
really?
I wasn't
Yeah.
going down to corpses and like making sure they didn't get back up,
There,
which is an option that you can do.
I did that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a mix of both. Like, you know, there were certain areas where I was like, I don't want that guy to get back up.
I
want
tried
this
to
be
conserve a
clear.
lot, and on the standard difficulty, if you're really good at conserving, you kind of just have a lot of shit.
Yeah, you do.
If you're not very good at conserving, you are going to scrape by. So like, I was just constantly on edge, like keeping things just in case, and then I'd be like, oh, I have 50 handgun bullets.
yeah, yeah.
But they do a good job too with the pacing of giving Grace more pouch slots as well.
Yeah, I thought that
So
was
that was-
cool.
that was good too.
Like all those coins you can find to like upgrade yourself.
They did a really good job at that because like you'd be like, oh yes, I got 2 more slots, and then a few minutes later you're already making choices.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
That's
oh,
what I'm
man,
saying.
I thought
yeah.
I had a lot
Paced
more.
it really
and, like,
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and even just like having to hold the coin, like
Yeah,
Grace had very limited slots. I
Yeah.
thought they did a good job with like that. Like she was tough sometimes. Like you got to leave stuff and come back, or like you're like, damn it, I have this coin, but I don't want to throw the coin away because I can get
Yeah, I was going
pouch.
back to the chest all the time
Yeah.
and just like dumping shit. But
Yeah, yeah,
that's what I like about that loop. I like being able. That's you know harkens back to old Resident Evil, or like
yeah. And I also enjoyed the chef just giving you like a taste of that like Mr. X. Like he was like a discount Mr. X. For
Discount
that-
Mr.
Yeah,
X
for that area because
with
like
a machete.
yeah, because again, like you could kind of get around him easy enough, but he was just like pacing the halls, and like you didn't want to waste ammo on him because you knew like that he's going to take a lot to take down. Like why engage? But I thought
He only takes
that was
one
cool.
one ejector.
Yeah, he also only takes like 2 of the what's Leon's.
The
Oh,
Requiem.
the Requiem. It's called the Requiem. Yeah. Because when I did go back to like take him on, I was like very surprised at how easily he went down. I just like let him run up and I just blasted him in the face twice, and he was like, "That's it for me." And I was like, "Oh, I thought you were a problem."
The
the
thing is,
Requiem
he
is
is-
a strong gun.
Yeah, he is a
crazy,
problem,
but I
but
was
that
like-
gun is also a problem.
Yeah,
The gun, well, I never used
strong.
it.
Really?
well,
Dude, I
same.
probably had 20 Requiem bullets by the end of the game.
Same, because I kept saving it for like, oh well, I don't want to waste these Requiem bullets. I only got a couple
yeah.
and stuff, so I wasn't using them. And then like when I did, I was like, oh, this is like blowing.
No, that's fair because that's how we play those games. But this game, I was a total smoke 'em if you got 'em kind of player.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, I
yeah.
love the Requiem though because like it made me play the way I wanted to play. Like I always had it; it was always there, but like I wasn't trying to use it. But then certain times I'm just like, nah, dude, you're going down. You're going down now.
Dude, I loved that it can pierce through zombies, so you could line
Yeah.
3 of those motherfuckers up.
Yeah, I saw some guy just saw some video of like a clip on YouTube or Instagram, and it was just some guy who lined up 3 zombies in the kitchen with 1 Requiem shot, and he was so surprised that like, oh my, I killed all 3 of them in one shot.
And you get a trophy.
Yeah,
yeah.
so sick.
So sick.
Spoiler warning, because we are going to just dive into everything that
Yeah,
makes this game.
totally. So
And,
I think we've given you enough to make a decision if you want to go play this game. It's a great one if you're a fan of the horror genre. Definitely go play.
Absolutely. We absolutely recommend this game.
So now, if you have already played this game, let's talk some shit.
Yeah, welcome back.
So when Leon gets back into the care facility, right, and you can start opening up these cabinets and stuff, I feel like this game wanted you to just like not really kill anybody as Grace and then just come in as Leon and just wreck house, right?
Maybe.
Leon, it was just a casual stroll through an empty fucking place because I killed everybody as Grace.
Yeah, same.
I just
too.
went and just opened the cabinets and then kind of just
yeah.
ended it.
I did
Same.
too. And I got a
I think
trophy.
there were like maybe 2 stragglers just walking around, but I'd killed
Sure.
everyone as Grace.
Yeah.
I got a
it's-
trophy for killing Chunk with Grace. And like there was parentheses at the end of it that says as Grace. So I was like, oh, I don't think I was supposed to go this hard with Grace.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I was supposed to do that.
That's
yet.
a
Yeah.
weird thing to have as a trophy. Because it lets you know that you're coming back as Leon.
Right. That's
But
but it's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
From
point.
Capcom's.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had mixed feelings at first because like they kept throttling Leon on you, right? So it's like like it was really nice to mix it up and like, you know, you'd play as Grace for a while and then they would throw you Leon, you'd be like, cut loose. And I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Bah, 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 bah.
God mode
and
for
it
a
would be
quick
like
minute.
5 minutes. Then
Yeah.
you're like, now back to Grace.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And they did that like 3 times in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, is this the formula? Like it's just going to be Grace is the main game. And then you kind of just like, you know, they let you cut loose and have
Yeah,
fun
I was
for
a little
like 10
nervous about
minutes.
that. But dude, the chainsaw spinning on the ground, cutting up
Jesus
chainsaws.
Christ, dude, the chainsaw.
What a mess.
Like, yeah, like what a way to ruin a super fun thing.
I thought it was hilarious.
Dude,
The fact that there's a chainsaw spinning on the ground and I'm like, oh, I need to go grab that chainsaw and then get cut by it. I'm just like, yeah, of course, it's a spinning chainsaw on the ground.
Yeah, but any zombie
Yeah.
can pick it up while it's spinning, which was infuriating.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, and it's like this game was so snappy and like well reactive and like the game runs great until they want you to pick up a fucking chainsaw, dude. And then you're trying to like get the angle right around it so that the cursor comes up for you to pick it up without chopping your ankles because the thing's like spinning around. And then it just felt so lackluster. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they should have put way more into like the cinematic of it. Cause it's a goofy over the top thing. So go goofy over the top. Like, you know, they should have been like zooming in, camera shaking, blood splattering on the screen or like shit like that. But it was just like a big, like slow, you had to anticipate how early to press that button.
You did.
Cause he was just
Yeah,
kind
it was
of
a
like, okay,
big wind-up.
I'm gonna swing it now.
What broke my heart most about the chainsaw is that for no rhyme or reason, he'll just impale someone with it with a cinematic.
Yeah.
But then like your fucking chainsaw's not like
Yeah, and then he just like lets it go.
yeah.
You gotta go
It's
like try to pick it up
cool.
again.
Now I gotta kill this dude with regular bullets and then wait for it to stop spinning again.
Yeah.
And then like 2 more zombies pick it up. Like, dog, I don't want to impale them. Give me a button to do that, but like now's not the time.
Yeah, it's so weird. And
Oh,
then
man.
like, and then they introduce like a new enemy that is like a fucking like Mad Max zombie with a chainsaw of his own and a metal helmet.
Yeah.
And you're
Dude.
like, okay, let's go. But then it just turns into you just like clank, clank.
Are you talking about? There's 2 of these guys, right? There's
Yeah.
one of them that's in the gas station.
gas
when it
station.
Yeah,
explodes.
later in the game. Yep.
Dude, I sawed that guy with a chainsaw had to be 30 times.
Dude,
And I'm just like, what is happening?
Yeah,
Am I
I'm like, what
doing
are you-
something wrong?
It's one shot. Yeah.
for everyone else.
It's a one shot from him to you.
Oh, from
if you
him to
if you
you,
miss.
Dude, I'm sawing this guy up. Just
I know, dude.
for like
It's
2.5
infuriating.
minutes.
Yeah.
And he's just like tanking it. And I'm just like, I was convinced that the game was broken.
Yeah, it was weird. But then I was having like the opposite problem of like where we both just kept swinging at the same time. So we would just
just
hit
kept locking blades.
Yeah. It was like over and over. It'd be like, all right, clank, clank.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? That enemy sucked. But yeah, I just feel like they could have had a lot more fun with the chainsaw. Like you really should have been like swinging that thing and just, you know, letting limbs fly.
Yeah.
And, like just get silly.
It was clunky.
Because like, yeah,
Chainsaw was very
clunky
clunky.
That's
and it
kinda-
just wasn't
that-
exciting. It was just kind of like, meow,
That's
meow.
without getting too far ahead, like I've said probably 4 times already. I feel like one big problem with this game is that it doesn't get goofy enough. Right? It doesn't get over the top enough. Except when like
Yeah, I feel like it had a few opportunities.
we're already in
that
spoiler
it should have.
territory. When he's on motorcycle driving up the sides of like
Skyscraper.
I was here for it, dude. I was just like, yeah, this
Yeah.
is fucking
Yeah,
batshit
let's
crazy. It knows it's batshit crazy. He decides he's gonna drive up a building that's a half mile long, going into the sky, not knowing what's on the other side. And he's just gunning
dude,
for it.
yeah.
But
And I'm just like, yeah.
of
this
course
is
there's
insane.
another skyscraper to like give him the exact angle that is an on-ramp.
Yeah,
Right, without just
like you
going
lucky
straight
bastard.
through the windows.
You
right?
lucky bastard.
But that's the Resident Evil 4 of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then
Where
you gotta
it's-
like motorcycle joust. That was fucking great.
dude, it was. I had a blast with that.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
awesome because it was the. Is levity? Is that the good word?
Yeah.
It's the levity that I need from like. If you're going to have Resident Evil 4, that action part, you need to have the goofiness, the over the top,
Yeah,
the shit that
that's
doesn't
what
make
it's all
sense
about.
because
It's
you
the
have
action.
you have the B tier movie like one-liners and shit. So it's like give me it all.
This game had so many.
Dude, Leon, like him as a character in this game, fucking incredible, dude. I love it so
He's
much.
good, yeah.
His one-liners are perfect.
They're so good.
They're not too like ham-fisted or heavy-handed with it. Like it's all just like this is of course what he would say like 20 years later.
Yeah,
they hit that balance perfectly.
Yeah,
it is
Just,
all
not going
dog
too
shit.
dumb and
But here, it's fucking great.
They hit the balance perfectly of it not being like too stupid or like not corny enough.
Even one of the
or too
first
serious,
ones, speaking of the chainsaw, when the fucking doctor comes in, he's like, I think I'd like a second opinion. Dude, so good. So good.
But I honestly think that this is why this game, first off, as of a couple days ago, this game was the highest rated user Metacritic score of all time.
Dude, people are going nuts on Metacritic. I feel like every big game that comes out, people are so excited. 10 out of 10.
And it doesn't make me mad, right? Because people like what they like. But like, this game has problems. And I think most of its problems, if not all of its problems, stem from the fact that although it's cool to have these two different styles in one, that's kind of the fucking problem here. Is that it can't really choose. It chose an identity as the first part of this game, which was the care facility. And then it kind of feels like everything else is secondary to that. Like,
See, this
you're
is
not
weird.
going to convince me otherwise, because the Raccoon City hub part, like before you get to the police department.
Before you blow up the gate, the detonator parts?
Yeah, I loved that area. I thought it was great. I loved finding the detonator parts. I thought it was cool. And then you do the motorcycle thing, and I'm like, yeah, here we are. And then, dude, everything between motorcycle and ARK is wildly mediocre.
Dude, it's nothing. And like I would even go back to like when you first get to Raccoon City, like that was way too long. And it
was a bit long, and there was a lot of space with nothing.
Yeah, and it wore thin on me so fast. Like it went from like you only getting tastes of Leon for like a little bit of outbursts to way too much Leon. Dude. Way too much.
There were some
Leon.
things in that area that I really love. Like I liked the gas station sequence aside from that guy. I thought that was cool. I got locked out of an area in that gas station because it blew up, and then there was stuff behind the gas station. There was a little staircase up there once the gas station blows up, you can't access it anymore. I liked the is it the BSAA? Is that what it is? I like some of them having guns still in their hands and then just wild
Uzis
running around.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Really cool touch. The fallen towers that you're exploring, I thought was great.
Right,
Felt
out of the
very
Last of Us, right? Yeah.
The glass floor section
That was
fucking
cool.
sick.
Dude, they should have done more with that. Like
I'll tell you what they should have done with it. They shouldn't have told you that right when you walk into the room, like, hey you can kill these zombies by shooting the glass. It's like, let us find that.
Yeah, it would have been cooler to discover.
They stop you right dead in your tracks saying that this is how you need to do it.
It's a modern game.
And
it sucks.
And I think like that area is awesome. And I think that's an awesome like addition to the combat to be like, oh, just use one bullet and like take the glass out from under him. That's awesome. But they only did it in that area. It should have just been like sprinkled throughout. Like if you're walking around, you might be like, oh, window, bing, you know?
Yeah, it was one cool idea.
It was just one idea they used one time here and then just never again. It should have like from that point of the introduction, it should have been sprinkled like throughout the rest of the game.
That's this whole game. Motorcycle section. The windows.
Just that.
Yeah, big set piece stuff.
Leon himself has way too much stuff, way too many slots.
And you can't get rid of any of it.
No, and the thing is, in that item box, dude, I expected so much more from that item. His like vending machine box.
Where are the NPCs, my guy?
What are you buying?
There's no characters in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
You have
To
Gideon,
be fair,
you have the Z guy.
He's in Raccoon City,
he's in
dude.
A completely abandoned, like blown
It's
up
probably
city,
still
so,
radiation up the wazoo there too. You know?
Yeah, so like
There's
that.
got to be.
That makes
He's
sense.
there doing stuff.
But I think maybe
so. Some people could be there doing stuff.
He's
too.
partially infected with the T virus, so it doesn't really matter.
Like
for
what
him.
they probably could have done was like have a virtual console, like somebody running the vending machine, like virtually, or even like if it was like AI.
Yeah,
or
like
something you're
fucking
talking to,
little virtual Otacon in Metal Gear 2. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I think like that would have given you somebody to interact with, but would make sense in the environment. Like that would have been fun.
That would have been so cool.
But we had Homegirl in
was
his ears. I'm not remembering.
Sherry. Sherry was so like.
I know.
I don't know why Sherry was even involved. I like what they did to Sherry wasn't right. I love Sherry as a character, and I thought like she was just like she could have been anybody. She was literally just a person in his ear being like, "Oh yeah, go left."
You okay, Leon?
Yeah, like, yeah, you doing
okay?
all right? Okay. Let me know when you're at the Raccoon City. Like, it was dumb. But yeah, just that vending machine box, like, the second you get there, you kill so many things with so much ammo that, like, you upgrade everything immediately. There is nothing to buy.
I do have this in my
then-
notes. Is that I was completely upgraded before I even left.
Yeah,
every
immediately.
single thing.
And then I
upgraded.
expected, like, oh, okay, once I like get out of this area and get to our like Raccoon PD, there'll be new items to buy. Nope. No, there, like, it was just the same like selection the entire game, and it's like, dude, I bought everything like immediately. I have, like, what do I do with all these points? It was so dumb. There was nothing new to buy. There was nothing to do. I ended the game with like 1 million points. And my inventory was full.
I also didn't feel like when you were upgrading things
that it was doing anything.
Yeah.
No.
Like in 4 Remake, I feel like
They were noticeable.
They were
changes,
noticeable.
yeah.
I guess maybe just the way the enemies scaled made it feel like I didn't like.
Yeah, and
it kind of just felt like I was ticking boxes as opposed to just like
and that
getting an upgrade and being like, oh yeah, that feels better, right?
And that probably has to do with the enemy variety, where it's like you're only fighting zombies, so it's like it's not much of a change because they're already easy.
Yeah, and we're halfway through the game already at this point.
Yeah, but that whole section just felt like I was just kind of like walking through because like it was
and
no
it's very
challenge.
gray, which I understand from a lore
Yeah.
perspective is like it's bombed out and leveled, right? So it's like
so it's like
there's no
supposed
color,
to be, but at the
there's
same
nothing.
time it's boring, right? And then I just felt like I had way too much supply, so it was just kind of like bang, 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 over here. Oh, what are you doing over there? Bang, you know, like I was sniping like everybody. that rifle's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I was using the rifle. I had a charm where it was if you didn't have a scope on it.
Yeah, I had that one too.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I
Just
didn't
third
have the scope
person.
at all,
Right out.
dude.
Yeah. You don't need the scope.
It was still great.
And that thing rips without the scope.
It's so sick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was pistol and rifle pretty much the whole time.
Same,
I had a shotgun
same.
as well, but
Yeah, same. And I'm notorious for never being a machine gun guy in Resident Evils. And the amount I had so much machine gun ammo that I had to switch to the machine gun just to be like, can I get rid of this ammo?
Just sell it at the box.
no, I did.
But for
I
what points? I already have.
No,
I
not
don't
points,
need
but
'em.
to free up your slots.
I would love to be someone who does a second playthrough with like a machine gun. I understand why they lock a lot of the cool stuff behind multiple playthroughs. I'm not someone who's going to play this multiple times. So like the only thing I want to do, I beat the game fair and square. Let me do infinite ammo on my second playthrough. Like, I don't want to have to play through the game 3 more times, reach a certain thing to then be already kind of mentally done with the game to go through it. Like, I get what they're doing, and I guess it's just not for me. Like, you will replay these games and try to beat your score, like, and try to beat the clock.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean,
But I want to type in a
gave
code
it-
at this point and be like,
Yeah.
yo, I want infinite Requiem
dude,
bullets.
I miss cheat codes, motherfucker. 3 times, my third playthrough.
I don't
put
want
it
to
on
dump
insanity,
40 hours into this game.
and that's when I had enough to unlock infinite ammo. But just like Andy said, by then I was just like, I think I'm done.
Yeah, do I want to do this again?
Yeah.
Especially
and it was
when
fun,
it's-
don't get me wrong. Like
Yeah.
the Requiem infinite ammo. Dude,
Yeah.
incredible.
But then even then, like, you're just blowing everything away, so the challenge is gone, and now you're just, being silly with it. So why not let me be silly way earlier?
Yeah.
That's my whole point.
yeah.
Where, like, if I dump 40 hours into perfecting this game just to get infinite ammo, I've already seen everything this game has to offer threefold.
Right. And
What-
was
so
able to-
what's the point?
Yeah, and you were able to do it without infinite ammo, so like now what? Who cares?
Yeah.
But
Let
honestly,
me play it the second time with infinite ammo.
yeah, but honestly, Leon has infinite ammo, dude. Way too much, dude.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Mainly
Like
just
the-
infinite Requiem.
Sure, yeah.
Or just
I'm-
give me an option to have infinite rocket launcher, like
Yeah.
old games used to do. Just
There
be
is-
like,
there is an option, but you got to earn it. That's for sure.
yeah, but then that's the problem.
Exactly, yeah.
Is that like, by the time I've earned it, I'm done. Like, there are a million other video games. I've played your game 5 times. I'm done with this game. Like,
Well, that's just how we are as players.
That's how I am. That's how I am.
Yeah. You know, a lot more people will play this until they have 500 hours.
and that does end up being good rewards for the people who do that. So that makes sense. Because if you're going to keep doing this, I mean, you should be rewarded handsomely, but I
miss cheat codes, man.
really do.
I miss them so much.
Like honestly, like this is a horrible precedent, and I do not expect anyone to agree with me. But you could sell me infinite ammo for $5 and I'd buy it.
Like a DLC. You're
Yeah.
saying, like,
That's
Dangerous precedent.
That is
But we're
dangerous.
already in the most dangerous predatory
Yeah, we were basically
version
already
of
here.
video games as it is.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're gonna sell someone, you know, a fucking Grace in a bikini for $5. Just
which doesn't do anything.
give me infinite ammo for $5.
Which does
It's
something.
not an online game, so it's not like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, let me play the way I want. I mean, that makes
I'll,
sense. to
I'll
me to
give you
just be like-
$5 for infinite ammo. I'm not gonna do it until after I've already beaten the game the real way anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
or it's up to you. That's what cheat codes are all about. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
I think
exactly.
that would
Play
be-
the game how you want to play it.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that would be a cool thing to just be like, yeah, $2, dude, infinite ammo, have fun, like go nuts.
Yeah. Let her rip.
I think that's fine.
yeah. Yeah, it's actually not like a dangerous precedent because we're already
Yeah,
in
we're
like,
already- they're already
we're
doing that
already
stuff
in
to us, so-
video game Armageddon right now. So it's
Dude, we're in everything Armageddon. We're in Armageddon.
yeah, just keep it to video games.
Yeah.
Before we get too far with Leon, I would like to come back to Grace and again the basement, the sewer section.
My least favorite part of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was fun. I thought it had some cool elements to it.
All right. So
I enjoyed it a lot.
before
that
I
was
forget,
I kind of forgot about it though. Because I thought you were gonna be
mean, it's
like
brief.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, the child Grace section. I was gonna be like, worst part of the game.
you're right. That is actually the
that
worst
was
part of the game.
that did not need to be in the game at all. You're talking about the
Emily
the-
flashback.
Yeah, yes, Emily.
You're talking about the orphanage,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, like
You thought Grace moved slow before?
dude. That, not only like
You
moving
are at a
slow-
snail's pace moving through that
snail's
entire
pace, but also like there were so many segments where you just have to wait.
You have to.
Like, you're sitting under the
you
table
have
just
to
like-
trigger things
Right.
by like getting in its proximity.
Yeah,
It's like, dude, in your words previously, you know how much fun I'm having?
right. And like,
Sure,
dude,
it's terrifying, but like,
was-
this could just be a cinematic.
yeah, and it was so nothing that I'm like, I kept dying at the point where
You're under the table, and you have to go through the hallway, and there are the two kids
right
standing.
after that.
Yeah.
So
okay.
so
we're
that
Oh, the one where you-
so-
okay.
Yeah, so I was under the table like waiting for a while because I didn't realize I had to go to the edge of the hallway. Because like I walked to the hallway, there's two kids there, and I'm like, okay, well I can't go that way.
you have to go back.
Then you go back
Trigger
and
the
go all the
door.
way up the
Yeah.
stairs
Yeah.
and check the door, and then
just
go
to
all the
trigger
way back
that to go
down.
back, and then they're
So
not in the hall,
Absolutely.
and I'm
Dude,
like,
I died to those two kids in the hallway probably 5 times.
Yeah, 'cause
and then
I
it
was just going
rewinds you
back,
back
like, what do
like
you want me to
5 minutes
do?
before.
Yep.
And you have to just sit there and wait. And I'm just like, I ended up looking up like, am I bugged?
yeah,
Like,
no, I just
I
have to
don't
be like,
underst-
what do you want me to do? I'm like, I don't want to do this again. Like,
Yeah,
but
that
then
wasn't great.
the part right after that where you get through the hallway and then you
And you
find
hide
the
behind, like,
key.
books, I think?
Yeah, you're behind
Yeah.
a bookshelf. But then when you go to open the hatch, a kid comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you go to run down the hall, a kid comes out, and you're like, well, I'm in a corner. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want me to do? I can't go anywhere. So like if you go either way, the kid's gonna get you. But what it wants you to do is go back behind the bookshelf and just sit there.
Yes.
And
And they
wait
kinda,
for
like,
them
peek.
to come over, look around, and then walk away. And it's like, why would I think to do
was
that
brutal,
if I? Yeah, because if
A
I go to a
brutal
dead
section of
end,
this
don't you
game.
think you're just gonna get killed? Why would I run to a dead end?
There was one creepy thing though,
Like-
is that when you finally are going down in the hatch,
Oh, the fire truck.
no. When you're finally going down into the hatch after you've hid behind those books, you're going in and there's a glass window in front of you, and like the camera pans to you like going down the hatch, and then it pops back up when she starts going down, and 3 kids are like at the windowsill like giggling, staring at
yeah,
you. And I was like, oh, I like that a lot. It was very creepy.
When you get down to that tunnel though, and that toy fire truck with the red spinning light falls down the stairs, but that spinning light illuminates how dark and ominous that staircase is.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
very
It was tasty.
very Silent Hills.
Yes, absolutely.
It was a
absolutely.
Silent Hills trailer.
Yeah, but yeah, I
That was
I
pretty
think
much that.
I think I blocked out the orphanage because that was such a nothing,
fucking sucked.
infuriating piece of the game. I keep wanting to call it the sewers, but it wasn't really the sewers. It was just like
The basement. It's
it
called
was
the
just
basement,
the basement,
yeah.
but it felt a lot like the sewers in 4 with like Verdugo.
Well, here's
like,
the
creeping
thing.
around.
Before I forget,
Yeah.
this is the last time I'm gonna let it pass for Resident Evil, because I am so tired of the copy pasta thing they've been doing since the first one. You got some sort of mansion or giant building with a central hub with a splitting staircase in every fucking one. It's great. But then it's always a sewer, a dingy basement, a fabrication facility, and then a futuristic umbrella environment. It's always the same fucking 3 environments every goddamn
Dude,
Resident Evil.
It's so
That's
funny.
Resident Evil.
It's so funny because I sent
That's
you a
Resident
text that
Evil.
was just like, the only way to get to the orphanage is through the water treatment facility. And I was like, fucking, here we go again. Another water treatment facility.
Another basement, another sewer, another fucking like...
Yeah, I mean that's the formula, so I don't get upset with it because
I wasn't
expect
upset with it. I was just like, oh, great.
Like,
it's going to be dark and dank and
Yeah,
gross.
yeah.
And like, I'm kind of used to it at this point.
But it's even like the first area.
like, of
just
course, you can't get to-
central hub splitting grand staircase every single time.
Yeah, of course,
It's like, guys,
of course,
come on.
where you
Yeah.
have to go is always blocked by the water treatment facility. Always.
Yes.
It's the only way you can get to the next place.
You
is
always have to go into gross liquid.
I do
Always.
get it, but I think I just look at it as like that's what I signed up for. That's
No,
Resident Evil. Maybe let's
I
go.
liked the area a lot.
So, but yeah, I thought it was a good area. Just having to like
I died by the bulldozer.
just having to activate certain gates like to open them with and like leave the battery there. and,
Yeah,
like,
I love
venture
that.
in,
Except the
and then
fucking
having, like,
girl,
the girl being
is
creepy.
dude, I hated it, dude. I
That's
hate
what was
being
great about
chased.
it.
I
No,
hate
but that's
being
what was good
chased.
about it is
Dude,
you
here's
didn't
the
know
thing
the
is
girl
that
was gonna
I
pop
normally
up.
hate being chased. I did not hate it this
Wow,
time.
we are switching roles all over
Yeah.
the place with this one.
Yeah.
I hated being chased by her in that.
I think it's
facility.
just because like I knew instead of being chased by Mr. X, like wherever there's a floor, he could be there. Like there are areas where she couldn't get to and not like a safe room. Because that was pretty much the only one in RE2 was like you had to be in a safe room. That's the only place where he couldn't get you.
Yeah.
Like you can be in places where she couldn't fit. So it's like there were a lot of different areas where you could be where she couldn't get you. And I thought that was like, I felt a little better, but also a little more stressed. But I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Speaking of safe rooms, real quick, they don't have safe rooms in this game.
Nope.
And
They ain't safe.
yeah, they're not
Safe
safe.
room's not safe.
And I found myself screaming like, "You can't come in here! You can't come in!" Dude, the part where like I found out was
You
like,
can't park a car here.
yeah, like right after Chunk like comes out, right, and you like run out of there,
Yeah.
and then you kite him down the stairs, and you come back up because you need to be like in that area. I had like 4 zombies chasing me, and I was like, I was like low on health. I only had a couple bullets. I was scrambling trying to get away from Chunk, and I was like, all right, no, I just got to get up the stairs into the room because the typewriter's there. I'll be fine. And like I run in, and then poof, door opens up. They come in, I'm like, wait, you can't come in here. I'm safe.
It's
And it's just-
against the rules. You're cheating. You're cheating.
But I was like, they took away the safe rooms. Dude, what am I gonna do? You're not allowed in here. Oh,
You got
man.
the
But then,
fucking
like,
menu open. You're crafting bullets. Meanwhile, these dudes are crashing in the safe room.
Yeah, yeah. So like they got me with that one.
We should have known though, because there isn't dedicated safe room music.
It's true. Yeah,
We should have known.
yeah. The only one that feels like the safe room is the one with the crate in it, and it's because there's nobody in the main lobby.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's like
That's
it's
a good
fine.
point.
Last thing on the basement was I love when there's a thing that you're gonna have to do and you don't want to do it.
The meat grinder?
Yeah,
Dude, I loved
'cause,
that
like,
section.
You're
That was
looking at
fun.
it and you're
I
like,
liked it too. I thought
that
it
was
was
fun.
really
yeah,
fun.
you're just like they're gonna make me go in there. I don't want to go in there. I know
It was-
I know something's gonna bad
it
gonna
was
happen.
sick,
And then it's like
I just
and then
like
you're like
hedge-
you drop down the ladder and it's like it turned on. You're like, come on, man, no. But like,
But they make you like
But
they
that
make
was-
you walk to the ladder until you're like a foot away
Yeah,
from it,
they-
and then it retracts up.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
Yeah, you're like, I knew
you
it,
got me.
But that was the first time you got to kind of like cut loose with Grace.
Yeah.
And it's like you have
Yeah.
like because there's just they're everywhere and you have to like run around. That was a cool little like game right there.
Yeah, that was the only time in the game where I felt like her push really did anything.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what I did. I was headshotting them, and then they were stumbling, and then I was pushing them into the meat grinder. And it just
word.
felt really great.
I was just
Yeah.
all legs, dude.
I was all legs,
just like
too.
fall down,
Yeah.
meat grinder.
no,
I was just sending them.
headshot, stumble, and I'm pushing them right in.
Woo,
It
it's
was great.
brutal.
Yeah, I didn't get that close. I was just knocking them down and letting them go.
And the audio design, you can hear like all the crunch. Ugh.
Dude, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, yeah.
It's sick. It's sick.
But yeah, and everything with Grace was great.
I agree.
And I didn't want to go back to Leon again, dude.
Also, I gotta say, the Porsche was really weird. The Porsche was weird.
Interesting product placement.
Yeah, that's all.
They probably paid so much
Yeah.
to have that SUV in that game. You don't get to drive it once.
No, it's just his car.
Isn't that weird?
Just how he gets around.
Like,
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You should have had him have something else too.
it should have
Right.
drove it at least. I mean, you rode a motorcycle once.
Yeah.
Why not the Porsche?
Yeah, it should have been like a Triumph motorcycle too. What? Wait, what? Wasn't it a branded motorcycle?
No,
I
I don't think
remember. It probably was
so.
if you like
BSAA,
actually
like dirt bike.
Yeah, that's some Kojima shit.
yeah Honda.
Yeah. All right. Is it time to go to RPD?
You guys are giving me a vibe that you were disappointed by the RPD.
150 fucking percent, dude.
Dude, it was.
It's the
nothing.
cover of the fucking game.
What a nothing sandwich, dude. Like
I spent like 10 minutes in that place.
Yeah, not only that, there's no enemies in there. And there's like 4 rooms you can actually go in, and there's nothing in there either.
And here's the thing, I get it. Like
you
I
know?
said before, this whole city's bombed out and leveled, so I can't expect to like explore this whole thing, but like
Yeah, but it was just like, why bring
and
it in here if you don't have something to show?
The only 2 places in Raccoon City that you go to that's fan servicey is it Kenji's gun shop you walk through, right?
Kendo? Kendo's?
Kendo's gun shop.
Kendo.
Oh, yeah, that was so sad.
And the police department. And that's like maybe 15 minutes worth of content. It's the cover of the game.
I
dude.
know, but
Yeah,
I took it more as like a dream. And it was so nostalgic.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I just wanted to spend more time there.
Fair enough.
And then like when you leave, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're done with this. And then you go into, dare I say, one of the worst fucking boss fights in this entire franchise.
Dude, to bring him back for that was just a
Dude, I was like, oh, we're playing a PS3 game right now. It doesn't need to be here. And then you get to the orphanage and then things start getting a little brighter. But that whole section of, honestly, Raccoon City is the weak part of this game.
Yeah, and it's
100%.
so long, dude.
And it hurts me to say that because I don't want it to be. You want it to be something you can look back fondly and be like, you got that one puzzle and the statue and the room where your desk is, and that's it. It's the only things you get.
Puzzles are hurting in this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely hurting.
Yeah, there was
Barely
not
puzzles.
much. Yeah.
But like,
really not anything.
when you're gonna flash that shit at me about how you're gonna get me in my feels about RE2, and then you kind of just like dip your toe in, and
Yeah,
then
you just like
move
walk
on.
through it. Yeah, I thought they were gonna have a lot more to show. Or
It
like
left a
make
real
you-
bad taste in my
Yeah,
mouth.
like make you live in it, or like relive some different parts of the game. Or
Yeah, when I
something.
first walked in, I was like,
But
here we are, and then
Yeah.
you see like an old puzzle that was done, and I'm just like,
yeah, there were some cool things like that.
and then within minutes, it's done. It's all gone.
yeah,
Did you guys do the
because-
berry puzzle?
I didn't. I got locked out of it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
It
Another thing I'm not happy about. Yeah, I think I walked into the area where Tyrant shows up. Is it Tyrant or Mr. X? It's the same person, right?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. X turns into the tyrant.
Okay, all right.
But it,
yeah, I think once he just shows up, it's like you're kind of locked out from everything else in the.
yeah.
police
But
station.
I also just thought it was dumb because, like, I mean, I know that it's a virus, so like you can make multiple tyrants and multiple nemesis and stuff. But it felt like that's the one Mr. X.
Why
right?
does he got to dress the same?
Well, it's not the same. Well, that's true. Yeah. Why
You know what
was
I
he
mean?
dressed the
Like,
same?
why did they make
'Cause it's
him
not
look
the same one
exactly
because you
the same?
killed.
No, yeah, I
Mr. X
understand
in
that.
the second one, so it's a different one. But it's like, why do you take that from me? Because like
Yeah.
that was the Mr. X. I don't know. It just
just to
felt-
have that boss fight, which is bad.
yeah, which is
Bad.
terrible.
It's real bad.
I mean, you don't like it when he hucks a missile at you bare hands?
Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, I thought they were gonna make me really live in RPD. Like when I got to that, the steps, and you have the like cinematic, and you're like, here we are. Like Andy was saying, like, all right, we're here. I thought that was gonna be like a big story piece or like a big part of the game. Like I thought I was getting to like the meat and potatoes of the game. Like, all right, we're here. What are we gonna do? And then the back of the building's blown out and you kind of just walk through it. Like,
Oh, you're finally at this place. It's all really good. A lot of feelings coming back, huh? Yeah, I'm really feeling it. We got to get to the
go.
orphanage. Apparently he's at the orphanage. We got to go there.
Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, and then you get to play as Leon more and go through the orphanage, and then you finally make it to ARK, which which felt like the original Resident Evil movie of just this big futuristic building with absolutely nothing in it. And I kind of wish that they had put that laser room in it, like just for fun, just for people that knew it.
Just to be like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, hey, remember that
the
movie?
Fucking laser room.
The laser room.
That hallway where you fight Hunk, I guess, was kind of the laser room, but he just crashes you
Dude,
through it.
what was that fight?
Dude, we don't talk about that fight.
Dude, and also like I didn't really like play Chronicle or the Umbrella Chronicles, right? Like I know Hunk is like reoccurring kind of since RE2.
Isn't he the guy that drops the hatchet that's worse than the one that you have?
Yeah.
Well, it's
And
only
got,
worse
like,
if you haven't fully upgraded yours.
Yeah, but it's like barely better.
I know.
And it's
Oh, and I
like,
had.
and it's got this
Hours
like
prep.
I know, that's the thing, because you're at like
Yeah.
7/8 through
and
the
it's
game.
got this like legendary description, and I'm looking at him like,
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, it just makes parrying easier, which is like ridiculously
impossible
easy.
to miss. Yeah, but dude, but that
man.
fight, like, I didn't clock like he was Hunk at first.
Well,
'Cause
he's not.
you know, there's this big talk, song, and dance, and I expected them to kind of like go into it, and then you just kill him, and then just they don't talk about it at all, and I was just kind of like, am I missing? Like, who was
It seemed like
that
he was
guy?
the version of who's the guy in Resident Evil 4? The military
the
guy.
sergeant dude.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
The guy
right
who
now.
you finally get the unlimited hatchet from him in
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 remake.
That's what it felt like they were going for, but I had no idea who that guy was. He was just a dude in a like military fatigues. This guy, I don't even know who this guy is.
Came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere, and then I just have this mediocre fight, and he's
He
gone.
ruined the laser room. That could have been the laser room.
That should have been the laser. Like instead, you think you're gonna have a fight, and then lasers.
he just fucking windmill kicks his way through the laser room and shit.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do anything. Just show me that he did it, and I would have been like,
But yeah, I
we
thought
go.
that facility was going to be so much cooler than it was because it had all those like half formed like people, like, you know, it looked like they were like cloning people in there, like creating like, weapons and stuff like that. And I thought like, you know, some of them were going to come to life or like they, you know, they'd be running into different mutated things. No, it's just empty corners. Yeah.
The big surprise of liquors being in this game was very special.
I don't think so.
Really?
I was
loved it,
let
dude.
down by it because like at that point, I am so armed to the teeth with everything, and they no can see. So it's like
They know concede, but they're only here.
well, when
Right,
you
so
first
you
when you
just
first encounter him,
walk,
you are
and then you
Grace.
shoot him in the
Yeah,
head.
you do have to sneak as Grace.
Oh, you do start as Grace. Huh?
Yeah, with Grace, I
Yeah.
thought it was great, but then
That's
with
true.
Leon, it
That's
was
the
like,
reveal. Well, that's why
That's
I was
true.
sick.
Yeah. So you're right. I'm
and you
sorry.
have to kill him with the acid.
I take that
Yes.
back. Yeah, I forgot you do encounter them first as Grace, and they're on like the windows and stuff, and that is cool.
Well, you
But-
first see one in a pod. You first see
You
one
can- you
in
can
a
miss it.
containment.
You
thing.
can miss it,
You
though.
can miss it. Okay.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah. I saw one and I was like,
You're like, oh.
to be fair, I knew there were liquors in this game before I
really?
got to this part, and I'm very mad about it. Someone on Instagram just like posted a screenshot of Grace
Don't you
and a
hate
liquor
people?
in the room, and I was just like,
People suck, dude.
dude, I wish it
why
was
would-
just
why
in
would
my
you do
feed,
that?
and I
Yeah,
just went
why
by,
would
and I
you
was
do
just
that?
like, what? Why would you do? Because I told you, I sent you a text. I'm like, dude, I would have been so elated to just discover this on my own.
Yeah.
I would have been like,
No, 'cause
what?
yeah. Thanks for reminding me because that was a good reveal of like it just popping up in the glass and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta deal with this.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like later when you're Leon, it's just like, why are we doing this? I'm just like,
Yeah, shotguns.
I guess it's kind of like a,
pointless.
hey, remember the last time Leon saw liquor? They were
Yeah.
menacing.
Yeah.
Now you're a different
Leon's
Leon.
menacing.
You're a different Leon.
Now Leon drives a Porsche. Things are
Now
different.
you're throwing like propane tanks and shit, blowing them all up. And which
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it's
dude, the
fun.
tanks, yeah.
Here's where I think it comes down to like, there really are two different Resident Evil games. And it's the Resident Evil 4 and it's the Resident Evil 2. They gave us both here. These could have been two different games.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's a cool approach to mix things up.
But for story
I
wise,
think-
I like it. I do.
But I think they just it wasn't balanced. I think it was like Leon's section was like massive and it was just too easy and blown out, and Grace's felt like almost a little too small, but it was like perfect. So like for me, if this game had just ended when Grace got out, I would have been like, hey, that was short, but front to back banger, fantastic. But with this fucking big fat ass of like Leon's section, it just bogs the game
This
down
analogy
so much.
of yours is puzzling me. This is the best puzzle in the game so far.
I just mean it's
fat
the
ass.
tail end. And
Yeah.
it was bloated. A bloated tail end.
old
So I'm
fat
calling it a big
on
fat
Leon,
ass.
dude. He's
But,
got a dump truck on him.
That's all I mean by that. It's just like the big bloated tail end of the game.
Yeah.
I think this game got a lot more reach than any Resident Evil game since Resident Evil 4 original. I think this is the biggest reach this game has had. Because the fact that this game is sitting so highly reviewed, like way more so than Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 4 Remake, is just, it doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't. Because like Resident Evil 2, you're getting everything that you love about the gray section. Pretty much the entire game of Resident Evil 2 is like that. Like the whole thing. The game's a banger.
Yeah.
It's so good. And then you got Resident Evil 4, which is just Leon. And that game has so much stuff in it. It is an absolute pleasure to play. There's secrets everywhere. There's little questing involved. Kill these mice. Shoot these blue little plates.
Yeah.
Little mini games where Ashley will be with you and she'll be commenting about how you're doing good with shooting mini games. It's just like
The merchant.
the merchant. It's jam packed with content.
Yeah.
That makes it like Resident Evil 4 is its own thing. And I feel like you're just getting the shooting aspects of Resident Evil 4
Exactly.
with like none of the charm or batshit craziness.
Yeah, you're hitting on the head. That's exactly it. Like it gives you the action of 4 without any of
the other cool stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, without like the creative environments or like, the balancing of like, because even in 4, like you had a lot of stuff, but you still didn't have like a ton of ammo. Like you still had to be kind of like smart about it.
No, and you had to like, get these treasures and fit jewels in certain places.
tons
There was
of
a
puzzles
formula
and,
with how
like-
you fit the jewels, and it's
Yeah.
just like there's a lot of shit that was in this that like, not to say they had to do the same thing, but like they kind of took like half of Resident Evil 4 and like put it in this game.
Well, what that says to me is maybe people don't resonate with Leon, and the fact that Grace fronts this game makes it more sellable.
True.
And I agree.
does that-
I mean, I was going to buy this game regardless, but
No, but
like Grace
does that
is great.
mean that these scores are coming from people who didn't finish the game?
It might mean that
Well, I mean,
more
I
people
think-
are now playing it that never played RE.
I think that's what it is. I think
Yeah, and I also think people are just way too quick to review because like
I think
Metacritic was insane on like day 2 of this game. Like everybody was just like 10 out of 10, and it's like play the game first, finish the game.
Well, hey, I mean,
start reviewing
we're
shit.
nobodies, but there's thousands of people that get the game like 3 weeks in advance.
yeah.
You can't forget that too.
But yeah, I
Sure,
think
sure.
what happens here is that this game got exposed to a lot more people.
Yeah.
And I think what I want to tell you people who think that this game is a 10 out of 10, go play Resident Evil 4 Remake, go play Resident Evil 2 Remake. Go play Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Because if this is 10
Resident
out of
Evil 3
10,
is
those
an
are like
action game.
15 out of 10.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
If anything, Resident Evil 3 Remake is the version of 4 and 2. Right? Very fast-paced, very action-oriented.
Yeah, it's a
like
good way of putting it.
I feel like those games are, maybe not 3 so much, are leaps and bounds better than this one. That being said, this is my favorite Resident Evil game since, not counting remakes, since 4.
I was gonna say the same thing,
Which
and
is saying a lot.
Yeah, it's funny that it's like it's the best Resident Evil we've gotten since 4, but it's nowhere near 1 through 4. Like there's a huge gap between 1 through 4, this 9, and then there's another huge gap between like the shitty Resident Evils. You know what I mean? It's interesting.
But here's the thing. Here's the shiny part of this, right? Is that this is them experimenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're going to get Code Veronica remake, and they're going to do it right, right? They're going to give you what we want.
Please.
They announced they're doing Resident Evil 1 again, remaking that?
Wait, what?
Really?
Yeah, I think that's been said. I think
I
that's in the
didn't hear
pipeline. I thought I heard that.
Fuck yes,
I thought
though.
we're getting a remake of 1.
Also, can we talk about Xeno for a second? Why didn't we fight Xeno? Why was Xeno there?
Yeah, he just gets murked like right at the end of the game, not by you.
Right, and
By
it's like
Gideon.
you don't even get to fight
Gideon
him.
comes in,
Like,
he's
they
like, "Oh,
build
you're
him
dead."
up like this cool, suave, like antagonist. He's obviously Wesker.
It was
they don't
obvious that
address
they
it.
needed a Wesker-esque dude.
He's obviously
Right, but he's a
all
West-
powerful until he gets his throat slit by a tentacle.
Well, that's when that's when he's
because
like cured of the virus.
Yeah, he gets hit
Yeah.
with the serum. He loses
Yeah.
all of his
Oh,
powers.
yeah, yeah,
And he gets
Yeah.
his like glow back. He's not like a
I forgot he ejects
ghostly-
Elpis.
Yeah. Which like, what was a cool twist that like for the first time it wasn't another ultimate like virus weapon. It was like you know, the opposite. But then at the same time, like, does this just end all Resident Evils? Do we have the cure now?
Yeah.
Like, that's almost like something you're not supposed to write into your storyline, guys.
We could go back in time.
Except that
and then
except that Emily is alive, so that's going to continue that way. Even though that doesn't make any fucking sense because
Yeah,
her
let's
entire
talk-
body changed when she
Yeah.
morphed into the
Leon-
grotesque monster that was
Hey.
so sick we breezed by this.
hey, but Leon didn't hit any of her vitals. So she's fine.
Her body rips
just-
apart to create this thing, and then at the end it shows her like in like a husk. Like,
Yeah, you can be shot 12 times as long as you don't hit the vitals.
yeah.
He's the expert.
But for
Her monster form was
I don't know
like,
if you know this, but he drives a Porsche, dude.
her monster form was probably my favorite. It was very Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
Like the vertical mouth with two eyes on the side. I was just like,
Oh, yeah.
this is unsettling and like sad in a way. Like it portrayed sadness. Like
it was sad, and I also just thought it was like, it was weird that it was like all of a sudden like, oh, that she's dead. That didn't work out.
yeah, it didn't
like-
work out for her.
Yeah, it was such a like right turn because you just defeated the girl. And you're like, I defeated the girl. All right, Emily, let's get out of here. Oh, you're dead. Oh, wait, you're a monster. Oh, you're dead. Well, did all I could. It was just such a weird story.
I wish we could have saved Emily. Good thing I didn't hit any of her vitals.
It's so
Let's
weird.
go back and get
Let's
her.
go
Which
to
is
the
gonna
most find
the
it.
most Leon shit ever.
it is going to be RE10. When I first got like posed with the question of like to release Elpis or whatever, I did look it up real quick because like I didn't want to. It's a good thing I did look it up because if you choose destroy Elpis,
That's what I chose.
the game just ends, right?
Dude, what a dumb.
Did you guys see this ending?
No.
Yeah, I saw both endings.
Okay, I
but
chose
it-
this one first. They did something
Well,
very
it's-
cool. At
It's
the end of it,
because
but
they
anyway.
basically tell you like, hey, like Leon straight tells you like, finish this for us, go destroy it. So obviously, like you think you're supposed to pick destroy because they tell you to pick destroy, and then it's just. But the
I
way-
didn't because I wanted to like make sure. And good thing that I found out because you don't get a final boss fight if you destroy it, right?
No,
But they did something really cool. So you get the bad ending, the cinematic. Leon is capped by Zeno.
yeah.
Which was brutal because I thought I was going to
you're
fight
like-
Zeno then, but
Right.
you didn't. But anyway, then it rolls credits, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's obviously the bad ending." Let me load my save up. But after the
Yeah.
credits are done, they ask you right there, "Do you want to pick
you wanna
back
try
up
that
and
again?
enter the other question?"
Yeah,
So you
it's
don't even
like,
have
okay.
to load up another save. They put you right back
That's
on
really
the thing.
cool.
Yeah.
It was such a good quality of life thing. So
Yeah, but like, why roll the whole credits on you?
Why bait you into choosing that just to be like, hey, just kidding. That's the bad ending. The one that we told you should be doing.
no, but you get the credits
true.
because you have to live with your decision.
Right, they
and
want
then
you to
when
really
it's
think that,
over,
like, that's it.
you'll
I
get the
do
new
like
one.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it just felt so weird because it just ends and you're just like, the game's just over. What do you like? The fuck?
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad ending.
was
For sure, dude.
So dumb. I feel like they could have done it a little like better, but
yeah.
All right.
But what I loved most about the good ending, not even like, oh, Grace has these beautiful photos on her desk now of her and Emily and her and her mother. Her station's tidy.
oh, was
She's
it?
got her shit together now.
Oh, I
dude.
didn't even notice.
Like everything's good. Leon's still alive.
Yeah.
She's got Emily in her life now. And like she's so organized. I'm like, wow, look at all the papers. They look so good.
Yeah, you don't usually get like the happy ending to an RE. Like you get a good ending, you survive the experience, but it's not usually like, oh,
You survived, but everyone's dead.
yeah.
You survived, but your hometown is a crater in the ground.
Yeah.
You guys feel that? Tut tut. Looks like rain.
Pitter patter.
All right, I think we've chewed this up for a little bit. I think it's time to bring in our boy Alexander for a divine judgment.
So give me some bonus stars, guys. One each. One bonus star each.
Bonus stars, yeah. No,
Rhodes Care Facility
As a whole,
as a whole.
that's a beautiful bonus star.
That section
they
is a
slapped it.
9.5 out of 10.
to slap the shit out of it.
Yeah. The only thing I'm doing 0.5 under a 10 out of 10, she moves a little slow, and it is pretty infuriating at times. Move her a little quicker. That section alone is a 10 out of 10 for me. This is not my score of the game. But the care center, Rhodes Care Center, perfect. Oh my god, it just creme de la creme. Just great shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a bonus star for like what I said earlier about Grace. Is just like being able to create a new character that I found like interesting and like very real, and you know, it helps you like live in it that much more because you weren't like a super capable agent or anything, or a veteran of like toxic warfare or whatever you want to call it, but like just a regular person that, you know, is forced into this, but has, you know, a bit of personality and a little bit of capability because they have a little training, but not a lot of training. So yeah, I thought they hit that balance really well. So Grace, I think, is a cool character.
What about you?
You know, my bonus stars for Grace as well. And it might be a cop-out to say like, oh, that's mine too, but she deserves 2 bonus stars.
Yeah, no,
Great new addition to the RE family. And her sections, once again, were the best parts of the game.
100%. 100%.
So in typical letter grade Resident Evil fashion.
Letter grade.
Letter grade. We got to keep it on brand.
I'd say go easy on me, but don't, because I really don't care. But
My guy.
I'm gonna give this game a B+.
Oh, that's what I was going to give it to.
Great, because I'm putting this. I'd say B.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say B on this, and it's mainly just because, like, 4 remakes an S, 2 remake is an S,
Yeah.
and I feel like 3 remake is an A, and I feel like this game its identity is a little lost. Resident Evil 4 is just packed full of charm. It's got light questing, mini games. It's got a lot of NPCs, and that's the best part of that game. And Resident Evil 2 is packed full of backtracking, puzzle solving, like ammo scarcity, and like Metroidvania goodness,
The
right?
best map ever.
And I feel like this game wants both, and the entire package, it doesn't really perfect both.
a good way to
It
put
wants
it.
both,
Yeah.
and for the most part, can't have both. And I think because of that, it kind of feels a little aimless.
Yeah, I think it was close. I think it really just has to do with like that Raccoon City design just wasn't creative enough. Because like they nailed Grace's part, and it's like
Super
they had
creative, and then-
elements of Leon, but it was
Yeah.
just much more boring than 4 was. And I think that's what dragged it down. Where like if they were able to hit a Leon section that was as fun as 4, and you combine that with Grace's, like you got a hell of
We're
a
talking
game
about
on
an
your-
all-timer.
You got a hell of a game in your hands.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the problem that you're combining 2 styles.
No, yeah, you're right.
I like, you know, how, you know, your survival, then you can cut loose, which was kind of like a little bit of why like 6 was fun at times, because like, you
But
know,
it was too much.
Yeah, and it was too many like quick time events and shit like that. But the mix of it was like cool to be like, okay, now you got to buckle in and like conserve ammo. It's like now guns blazing, you know. So it's kind of nice, but I think like you got to find that the right amount of time for each of them, and they both need to be strong. You can't
You're right.
have one like totally weak while the other one's sick, you know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with B, and mainly just because I do feel like the well ran dry, the creative well ran dry at certain parts of this game.
I completely agree.
And the game's good. The game's great. It's better than Silent Hill F.
Oh, God,
you heard
yes.
it here. So
Yeah.
so there you go.
10 times.
Yeah, the game's a B. It's better than Silent Hill F. You heard it here first.
What would you give it?
I think we're all going to be in agreement here. I think a letter I think is tough. I want to give it like a high B, so like B+. And you know, if you translate that to a number, it's like I got to give it an 8 out of 10. But it's like I almost want to give it like a 7.9 because it's just like not quite there.
Yeah.
But you know, but like it's like right there. And like I was saying earlier, it's that gap of like this is the best Resident Evil we've gotten since like 4.
Yeah, we need to make that known. Is that like,
you know, and like this game is awesome,
before you come for us, this is the best thing that's been done in over 20 years.
but
In
it's
mainline, not remake.
yeah, but it's also still got quite a, you know, gap in between the greats in this. So it's like, it's awesome. It's not great, but it's way better than everything else that we've had. So I don't want to take too much away with it. I know I was complaining a lot about Leon because I think that section sucks, but the Grace section is fantastic, and elements of Leon's were fun. So yeah, I think it's just a solid ass B+, high B, 8 out of 10.
You're all about ass this episode, huh?
Dude, Leon's looking good, dude.
Yeah. Man's aging like a fine wine.
Yeah, Silver Fox.
Just be glad Ada wasn't in this game, bro.
Oh shit.
We'll be talking a lot more about that.
So are you with us, Clinton? What do you got?
I already said I got a B plus. Yeah.
B plus.
I think there were moments, like we said in the beginning of this game with Grace, that I was like, yo, this is
We're cooking.
knocking on
We're
S's
cooking.
door. For sure. But it was clear very quickly that they saved the best parts of the game for the top, for the
Intro, yeah.
beginning of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, and I said it earlier, I'm really tired of like mansion, hospital, castle, dingy basement, dingy sewer, and then futuristic umbrella facility. I'm
I hear
so
you.
tired
But I
of
think-
that.
I think that's
line?
also because you just played all the remakes. Because if you think about it, right, that was the formula for 1, 2, 3, and that's it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 didn't have that, and now 9 they went back to it. You know what I mean?
It still amounts to number of Resident Evils I have played. Whether or not they're sure they are remakes,
That's
so I
a-
am
that was a
playing
classic formula,
the
though.
formula again. I'm still playing a lot of Resident Evils that do this exact shit.
Yeah. And like I said, I think it's
I'm
just because
getting
it's
tired
more
of it.
recent for you because
Yeah.
you just replayed 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So, but I hear you. I don't mind it though.
We can
Get
find
a-
another.
Yeah, get a little more creative. But I think
So next
because
Resident
they-
Evil,
they-
start us in the futuristic umbrella territory, then end in the mansion.
Give us a laser room.
Next one, start us on a cruise ship.
Lot of rooms and cruise ships.
Cruise ship stranded in the desert.
But like a fancy
Like
cruise
lo-
ship,
like
so
a-
it looks like a mansion
Or a
inside.
pirate ship stranded in the woods, like Lost style.
That's good.
And then you go to
Yeah, but
like
you're onto
another
something.
planet.
You're on a fancy cruise ship that looks like a mansion on the inside. Then it crashes, right? And then that's when you do the Resident Evil 4 part, when you're in like some weird like backwards.
No, we start this in,
village.
like-
you fight some weird tribe.
The next one starts. Is it 1912? The Titanic. So you're on the Titanic.
Was umbrella a thing back then?
Yeah, it was an umbrella. The iceberg was part of umbrella.
Oh shit.
The
that
tyrant
is the
frozen
T-virus.
in the iceberg.
X can give it to you.
That's how the tyrant got out, and they found the T-virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just our thoughts. Let us know what you think below. Have you played Resident Evil Requiem? Share your feelings. What would you grade it?
Were you too scared? Like AJ? Huh?
AJ's so scared.
Just play the game.
We'll just call out AJ, and then, so I'll be like, so he'll see it, but he's not gonna watch this.